Hey everyone, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast for March 13th to the 15th of 2020. All right, so this weekend we have the moon changing sign 3 times. On Friday, the moon will be in balancing Libra. So Friday, a great day for finding balance in our life, but also in our relationships. When dealing with others, maybe we're feeling a little bit more like doing the right thing or what's equal or just in our interactions. Now on Saturday, the moon shifts into deep Scorpio, so it could be a good day of uncovering things, excavating things in our life. And then that sort of continues into Sunday with the moon in Ophiuchus, the constellation of the serpent bearer, which represents healing. So Sunday, great day for, while bringing these things up, maybe within, could be a good day of accepting these things, redeeming these deeper qualities, which can lead to healing and transformation. Now, around the weekend, around Saturday, we have Mars sextile up to Neptune, which could give us some receptivity when we're taking action and asserting ourselves, and also the Sun sextiling Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio and Ophiuchus, which could give us an opening for a bit of that depth and maybe intimacy and trust in those relationships. And again, just a deeper perspective on life, which can help us transform. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this weekend. We're going to look at this for each day of the weekend here. First Friday with the moon in the scales of Libra, suggesting balance, then shifting into deep Scorpio on Saturday, and then finishing up the weekend with the moon going into Ophiuchus, probably a bit going into Monday as well, which again is the constellation of healing. So again, we are using the actual size of the constellations as seen in the visible sky, which is why the signs are in this case very small, as you can see here, much different from mainstream astrology. So if you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Friday here. We have the moon in Libra, the scales, which is about finding balance in our life. Really good day of kind of seeing if there's any areas out of balance that we can bring back into balance. How can we live a bit more of a, wanting to do the right thing kind of approach to life, right? What is right? In relationships, of course, our interactions with others, it can really bring out our just side, our mutual side, and really striving towards what's right. But also just in general, maybe you could say karmically, it's a good day of finding balance in karma and what's the right thing in sort of the natural world or in the cycle of life that can lead to more fulfillment for ourselves and others. So great day of seeing both sides of the coin, both sides of the scales, and bringing things back into balance on Friday. Now, as we approach Saturday here, we'll probably start to feel a couple of these minor aspects that we have over the weekend. These sextiles aren't that strong in how we feel them and what's going on collectively, but it is a bit of an opening. And so it's a great weekend for this opening on, as we approach Saturday, involving the Mars sextile Neptune, which can give us a bit of receptivity, especially when we're taking action, right? Mars, the side of ourself that's a little bit more independent, direct, assertive, is in good harmony with our receptive side of Neptune. How can we be more receptive, more compassionate, more understanding, more willing to go with the flow? And in this case, we have a very good synergy here between that fire and water side of ourselves. So great weekend, really the whole weekend at large for, anything that does require a bit of that more receptive approach to taking action, to asserting our needs, and maybe even putting some action towards some of our ideals or things important to us on a soul level can make it a great way of activating this weekend. And then also as we go into Saturday, we'll probably start to feel the Sun sextile Pluto, which again is just an opening, but an opening for more depth. Pluto is about the deeper side of ourself that wants to excavate things. And so great time, especially Saturday and Sunday with the moon shifting into Scorpio and Ophiuchus, to get in touch with that deeper side to life. How can we, see what is going on under the surface, both within ourselves and then also in life? It could be a good time for research and uncovering hidden things, But then again, with ourselves, maybe doing some, deeper work and, working with the deeper dimensions so we can connect to what really matters in life at the end of the day. And especially as we get into Sunday, maybe doing some healing and some empowerment work could make it a really good weekend for these things. If it's involving relationships, it's a great weekend for trust and intimacy in those relationships. But at the same time, of course, setting boundaries, especially on Saturday. Scorpio is very much about understanding that in order to connect to the deeper dimensions of ourself and life and with our relationships, we do have to also have boundaries, right? And so a good day to see where those boundaries are, how to work with them, but then again, maybe in our closer relationships and such, and with ourself, diving deeper to really connect to what matters most. So that's going to be Saturday, Sunday, and then especially Sunday with the moon going into Ophiuchus. It does definitely promote healing of all kinds. And this, of course, can be psychological, spiritual, kind of like what we're talking about, but also physical. If there's any physical healing you do want to do here on Sunday in particular, could be a really good day of working with that type of energy. All right, so that's the weekend in a nutshell, kind of just openings here with these sextiles and some different signs to work with. Friday with balancing things in life with Libra, the scales. Saturday, starting to get into the deeper dimensions and excavate things. And then Sunday, working with the deeper dimensions in a way that leads to healing and empowerment. We, of course, still do have the sun in Pisces. So as a reminder, it is still good to get in touch with the receptive side of life, viewing life through the receptive lens right now at the moment, which is great to focus on what's important to us on a soul level and how we can have a bit more of this sort of peace and acceptance along the life journey. All right, so everyone have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday for the next daily forecast. Take care.